Are your teammates holding you back? Are you struggling to get out the deepest reaches of Elo Hell? Do you think the game is putting you in impossible matches? Well, I have news for you. None of these are true! You are the problem. Yes, you are, buddy. But do not worry. I am here to help you understand what you are doing wrong, maximize your potential, and climb. Now, this doesn't just apply to Overwatch, however. Having a good mental can help you in all competitive games, no matter if you're playing Apex Legends or VGC in Pokemon. Being able to keep a calm, cool head is the way to win games. Mechanics and gameplay knowledge come with time, by grinding. Your mentality, however, you can practice from day one. Now, this isn't a holy grail of knowledge, as I mentioned, or a clear-cut way to get you from bronze to gold or gold to diamond. I'm simply giving you some useful tips and tricks that I think can help you climb. If you want to learn about playing certain characters, this is not the place. Go to ML7, Awkward, Flash, J3, or any number of other content creators who are consistently top 500 or rank 1 in some cases to give you helpful nuggets on the heroes you want to play. I am just someone who wants to impart what I have learned over the months to help you get the most out of your ranked games and win. So, let's ask, why are you not climbing in Overwatch 2? When I first played Overwatch, I was a little overwhelmed with the number of heroes to choose from, having come from a similar game called Paladins Champions of the Realm. See, that's more of what I expected when you guys went up there. No! Did you see that? That was through the wall. Yo. Well, you have to unlock the characters through the in-game currency of gold. Seeing all these options to choose from hurt my small brain. I decided to play as many as I could, running it down with Ryan, feeding with Lucio, and completely missing every headshot with Widowmaker. Once I thought I had enough experience after unlocking ranked, I jumped into the competitive grind. But this is where my first issue arose. I wasn't good at any one hero. Now, I can hear you screaming at the screen now, "You need a deep hero pool, you idiot!" And yes, to some degree you are right. It is useful to have multiple heroes you can play in each role. If a Hog is causing issues for your team, go Ana to try and sleep or nade him. If a Doomfist is constantly CCing your team, swap to Orisa to try and put him in his place. Or is there a Widow popping heads? A Genji or Tracer could be useful. This is good to do, but if you are not comfortable in them, there is no harm in playing something you are comfortable with. For instance, if your team has asked for a Lucio and you feel like you're not getting value out of him, swap to something you can get value out of. Many times I have tried to fill in for my team only to return to a comfort pick and see an instant improvement in the game. My point, if you haven't gathered this yet, is that just because there are optimal picks for top 500 doesn't mean they necessarily apply to you in the metal ranks. Play what you can. There are specialists in the top 1% for every character. Yes, even you. So don't focus on what your teammates are saying when they think your choice of hero is dog shit. Having one or two heroes that you're comfortable with, know how to play and enjoy using, is far more useful to your team than trying to consistently fill for them. Now, this does not mean you shouldn't try out heroes in comp. It is single-handedly the best place to learn the fundamentals of your chosen hero. Please do not listen to your bronze teammates who are definitely saying that you should only learn in quick play. It is not the right environment. I cannot stress that enough. However, once you find something you are good at, you will be happier, play better, and hopefully climb. Oh, now this is interesting. Oh, I can hear the comments now. Comms matter, listen to your teammates, they know how to help! No, they don't, otherwise they wouldn't be in the same rank as you. If you're bronze and playing Ryan, and you're equally bronze, Hanzo says, shield more, take more space. Fuck them. They are the same rank as you and they don't know better. I know, shocking. Now, I don't want this to come off as me saying always ignore your teammates. There is nothing wrong with using comms. In fact, they can be incredibly useful and help win games. But don't listen to your teammates that tell you how to play. This works both ways. If you think your Ryan is only holding shift or using his shield and not swinging, don't tell them how to play. Just think about what you can do. It never helps the team when someone is screaming, "I need healing, yo, our Tracer is feeding, we need a shield." I really hate that last one. Focus on your gameplay, on your mechanics, on what you are doing before, during and after a fight. As soon as you focus on what another one of your teammates are doing, you lose concentration on what you should be doing. If you need to mute someone, do it. That's what the button's there for. If you're calling out enemies that are low, having used cooldowns that may or may not have an ult, call these out. Don't scream, "Hanzo, stop dying!" because really, who is that helping? Focus on you, and trust me, this one matters the most. Who cares that your Orisa is throwing cooldowns like the money I throw at McFlurries? If you are playing well and doing what you need to do, you will have a better chance of winning. You cannot control your teammates, but you can control yourself. This means out of the 5 players on your team, you know that one of them is going to play their best. The opponents, however, have 5 chances of someone being a little bitch. Well, I mean they do, just not as much as you think. You shouldn't get hung up on a tragic loss that you should have won. That match where your tank C9'd and you were coming back with ult, or getting stomped making you question Blizzard's matchmaking. It doesn't matter. Don't take your focus away from the current game and think about the win or loss that could happen. Likewise, if you got slaughtered in the previous game, don't think about it in your current game. It won't help you or your team. Focus on the game in hand. Do you need to try to get high ground? Is there an opponent that is causing you issues? Are you using your cooldowns effectively and positioning yourself correctly? Keeping a cool head, ignoring how many wins or losses you have had or may get is incredibly important. I mean, I've done this myself, been one game away from a clear rank up, only to throw the next 3 games because I focused on the win and not the current match. Only what you're doing in the match matters, not that Pharah that won't swap even though your opponents have 2 hit scans pocketed by a Mercy. As soon as you think of the win, the game is over and you will probably lose. The game isn't won until it's won. Now, I already mentioned this in the previous section, ignoring your teammates, but I cannot overstate how important this is. You are the only one that can control you, and that's the case in every game. You are the only thing that you have control over when trying to win a game. You can have games where your team smurfs in the enemies, or that one soldier on that's clicking every head, but that will only happen 1 game in 10. Likewise, if you have a lever, you won't get that every game. In fact, there's 1 more chance of the enemies having a lever because you know you won't leave. Now, I understand that it sucks having someone quit after an unfortunate defense or round loss in King of the Hill, but you won't get it every game, or even every day. Work on your gameplay and mechanics and ignore what your team are doing. Trust me. And lastly, I guess just have fun. I know that sounds dumb, but at the end of the day, you play games because you enjoy them. Some people love the thrill of competitive, grinding to be the best. Others want to load up the game after a hard day at work and knock some heads in quick play, and some just hop on to play with their buddies in arcade. Whatever you do, in whatever game, it needs to be fun. Otherwise, why are you wasting your time? Hopefully what I've talked about in this video has helped you. If not, I did try my best with what I know, but you may have to look elsewhere. Once I started working on my mental before, during and after games, it helped me climb. I was calm when making plays, I didn't panic when overtime hit, I understood placement and cooldown management because I stopped focusing on what my teammates are doing and the win or loss at the end of the match. If this has helped you, I'm happy. Really, that's all I wanted. Take care.